YBN want a thing out.
Today, from Sacramento, California, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. it's the Sacramento Miners taking on the Detroit Lions.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Now a first carry for Derek. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd and inches, Winston. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. T. Higgins was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Third and short yardage, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones has it. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And meanwhile, Winston's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd down, Winston. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
We're scoreless after 1. From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. This is the tight end Fant.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Gilbert. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A give to Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing, Winston. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points of that.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Winston. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay. To throw is Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Miners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. He'll look to throw. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lee. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Jameis now on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Winston.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention.
He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
We dominate tonight.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
A first down throw for Winston. He's got Lee again, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Aaron Rodgers, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Second and 4. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And to give this time to the tailback. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, Winston. Well, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 7 yards the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one caught by Winslow. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
First down, Winston. They set up the screen for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Jameis to throw it. Right side complete. That's Woods. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Winston. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops it.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kyle Van Noy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrison. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Gets this to Fant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Winston to throw. He's got Henry. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. Winston. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Lions, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.